Hey, what's going on everybody? If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. My name is Andrew. So today we're going to be talking about Raptor lining. So for those of you who don't know, I Raptor lined my 2006 Ford F-150. It's a six and a half foot bed. It's the extended crew cab, so not the true 4 full doors, but like the 1.5 doors on either side. And I get a ton of questions, guys. And I've noticed that there's about 4 or 5 that are consistently asked over and over again, whether it's in the actual comment section of the YouTube video that I posted, or I get them on my Instagram as well. So I figured I would just make this video, kind of do a little public service announcement for you guys so I can hopefully answer all the questions that you guys are gonna have for wanting to Raptor line your truck. Hey bud, how many bottles did it take to do that truck? To do the entire truck, it took about 11 bottles. 9 to 10 of the bottles were of the olive green color, which I used to do the entire body of the truck. And then the other 2 were the color black, which I used to do the front bumpers, the back bumpers, and the fender flares. So it only took 2 bottles of black to do all those little, extra external pieces. And then 9 to 10-ish bottles of the green to do the entire body of the truck. Hey man, what size air compressor did you use? For this project, I only used a 6-gallon pancake air compressor from the company Bostitch, I think is how you pronounce it. But in all reality, guys, that air compressor was way too small. Obviously, I did get it done and I was able to complete the entire project in only a weekend. But if I ever went back and did this again, I would never use an air compressor that small. 6-gallon would be the absolute minimum because I constantly was having to pause and wait for the air compressor to rebuild the appropriate pressure. That way I was able to get consistent, PSI pressure as I was spraying the entire body of the truck. I took so many pauses and waited for it to build up pressure again and wasted so much time. So 6-gallon is what I used, and that would be the bare minimum that I would ever suggest using. Definitely go larger if you can. So how much did this whole thing cost? I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I did a little bit of evasive maneuvering when I bought these products. So what I did was I bought a couple packets of the 4-pack of tintable Raptor liner, and then I bought the tint for the Raptor liner separately. So I bought 4 just normal bottles of tintable Raptor liner, and then I bought the pouches separately. And when I picked up the 4-packs, if you order on Amazon, you always see when you come to the final cart, oh, you could be saving this much money by applying and getting approved for the Amazon credit card. So I figured, well, I'm making a big enough purchase right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and I applied for it. Obviously I got approved because everyone gets approved when you apply for the Amazon credit card and all that kind of stuff. So that wound up saving me over $100 just on that stuff alone. So I'm gonna pull up my order on Amazon right here. Yeah, so I'm looking at my order right now. At the time that I purchased these, back when I did, the 4 packs of tintable Raptor liner with no color tint included in the package were about $150 a piece. So I bought 3 of these, so that was $450 roughly, and then you save about $100 on top of that. So I only wound up paying about $350 for the tintable Raptor liner, and then the pouches of tint for them. Let's pull those up right now. I want to say off the top of my head, they're only to get a 4-pack or an 8-pack, it's only $20 or $30 or something like that. So very cheap right there. I would wager that for the entire project, just on spending money on Raptor liner alone, I certainly spent less than $700, but realistically it was probably maybe even under $600. Keep in mind, to some people, that's a lot of money. To other people, it's not a lot of money. But if you're gonna be comparing it to what an actual auto shop would charge you to Raptor line your vehicle, that is literally less than half of what a normal auto shop would charge you to Raptor line your entire vehicle. So how long did the whole project take? To complete the entire project, start to finish, I left work on a Thursday night, drove over to where I completed the project. I worked into about 3 in the morning on Thursday night, and then I worked all day Friday, all day Saturday, and wound up completing the project on Sunday. Probably about 90% of it was done by myself. At the end, when I was doing the taping and the masking, I did enlist the help of 2 of my younger siblings, which was a phenomenal and huge time-saving help. But realistically, I would have been able to finish it on Sunday, just not as early in the day on Sunday. So entire project from start to finish, Thursday night into Sunday morning. So how's the color holding up? I love it when people ask me this question because there's a lot of I think just lies on the internet, but there's also a lot of very bad opinions on the internet about this. And the color has not faded whatsoever. This is actually the second time that I've done a Raptor lining project on this exact same truck. Before I Raptor lined the entire thing green, I did a two-tone bottom on the bottom paint job and the front and back bumpers and the fender flares of pewter metallic, which complemented the true blue color really well on the truck. And I had that for I think over a year. And when I finally went to sand down that first Raptor liner project to prep for the second Raptor liner project, it literally still had a shine. It still looked just as good as the very first day that I sprayed it. And keep in mind, I live in South Florida, like South Florida. We get sunshine 24/7. And the UV protectant in this product is phenomenal. If it was going to fade due to constant sun exposure, trust me, this would be the place where you would see a lot of color fade. And over a year, there was absolutely no fade whatsoever. So will you do my truck? No.